The duck on our bus doesn't really fit. Oh, here we go. Yay, yay. I'm Sharon. Sharon is Karen. Am I going to get a countdown to under a minute? Okay. Beauty. We are on ice. Welcome into the College Caravan. It is day number 3, and we have made our way around the south portion of our state and back up to Tampa on 813 day. Fittingly enough, we were in the 813. I'm Scott Smith. Welcome on in. We are on the road as we speak. I have our captain of this here caravan, John Wright. We are what? Exit 301, heading north on I-75. We are heading toward Tallahassee. And he's zooming out on the map here. And, okay, let's go that way. That looks like a safe way to go. But we are on our way to visit with the Noles tomorrow. Today was all about USF. So if you are a USF fan, you want to talk a little football, you want to cheer on your Bulls, feel free to hop into the comment section down below. If you are on Facebook Live, on our YouTube Live, the Fox local app, some of you are checking us out there. So welcome on in. This will be a lot of fun. So for the next 20 minutes, we're going to break this team down. What we saw today in practice, able to sit in with head coach Alex Golish, year number 3 now. The last 2 seasons have ended with bowl victories. So back-to-back 7-6 win seasons for this team. And I thought he put it really well today when he said, you know, year number 1, it's all about giving hope. Year number 2, you start to have belief, and then year number 3, it's about expectation. And so there's some real expectation with this team out there on the practice field today. Started in their indoor facility before moving outside, but they're looking to make an American Conference run this year. They want to win this title. Last year, they ended with some good wind at their back. They won 5 of their last 7 games. Of course, started last year, had a couple tough non-con opponents, as we will see they have again this year. But last year it was Alabama. They had Miami as well. They come into this season 54 new players. So one of those would be the weapons in their backfield. They got a Charlotte transfer at running back, Curtavious Norton. Their running back kind of duo at this point in fall camp, Sam Franklin. He's a transfer from UT Martin. And then we could throw Alvin Isaac in there as well, a sophomore on this Bulls team. They should be the guys that are toting the rock. So a lot of promise there. But number 17 is the guy that stirs the drink, quarterback Byron Brown, and he is back for his 4th season. They are ready to roll for 2025. Hard to believe it's already year number 3 for head coach Alex Golish, and they've come a long way.
When you take over a program that hadn't had success recently, I think that first year there's a sense of hope, you know, and as much as you try to instill belief, I think the guys are kind of, the players, even staff, trying to figure out, man, is this really going to work? You know, you go into year 2 and there's a real belief, especially when you have some success in year 1, and now in year 3, there's real expectations, and I think there's a true expectation to go win. I think that's probably the biggest difference going into year 3 is you're coaching a lot less of this is how we do things and more the high level of football that you're trying to play.
Change on the roster, 54 new players on the team. What are the position groups that you think are poised for kind of the biggest leaps here in 2025?
Yeah, I think a huge investment was made in the defensive line. You know, we feel like we had some good young guys. We didn't have the depth or the experience. So I think that position I'm really excited about. Not just added numbers, but added a ton of experience. And a ton of experience that's played high-level football. Really excited about the receiver group. You know, I feel like for 2 years we've kind of made it work, and we haven't we haven't had a group of a two deep of guys that were true playmakers, play to play. I feel like we invested greatly there. Those two position groups, I feel like the explosiveness from the wideout position and the ability to stop the run and rush the passer up front, I think is what's going to help us make the biggest leap.
Well, let's start with those two position groups, because you miss a guy that meant so much to your program, and Sean Atkins. So who are the guys that you are specifically looking to kind of take that mantle and run with it?
Yeah, Keyshawn Singleton comes back. He started the last half of the year last year and was as productive as any receiver in the country, kind of came into his own. And we're excited for him to kind of pick up where he left off and hold down the one side. Brought in Chaz Nimrod from Tennessee, and Chaz was uber productive there for 2 years and needed a change for a lot of different reasons. Needed a change, and he has got that top end speed that we've really been missing, and the ability to go get the football. And then you talk about the slot position, and Josh Porter comes back. He played a ton as a freshman a year ago, and we went and got Moody Rubin, who had an up and down career at Stanford, got hurt last year, is a complete freak of nature. He's that big slot that we really haven't had in the offense. And he's really come into his own. He's comfortable, he's happy, he's excited. Graduated from Stanford in 3 years, so the assumption is he's figured it out in terms of playbook standpoint. And then you got a mix of Jaquan Smith and these young guys that got here, these freshmen with Corey Pettigrew and Jeremiah Koger and Christian Neptune, this infusion of young guys, and they're watching guys that are veterans go through this and have figured it out really, really quickly. So that Chaz Moody coming in has really increased the competition level in that room, but I'm excited about that crew going into the year.
For Byram, big year expected ahead. I'm sure you want every situation, good or bad, to kind of build, right? You want to pull positives. How do you think the frustrations from last year for him are going to translate on the field this year in his senior season?
Yeah, anytime you get football taken away from you, you kind of reflect on everything. It's kind of like when you lose something, you realize how important it is. What I give Byram credit for is he's never felt sorry for himself, never said, woe is me. The day after the injury came in, like nothing was wrong, and prepared for every game exactly the same. I think for him, this greater level of understanding of the offense, greater level of understanding of the team, what it is now to be an older guy and what it is to have expectations put on you. He's had a phenomenal camp. He's really taken it in stride. He's worked a ton. Again, you get something taken away, you have time to reflect, taken a ton of time to really perfect his game. He's throwing it the best he's ever thrown it. He's got command of the offense, the best he's ever had command of the offense, and looks like a veteran guy right now.
So some encouraging words from the head coach as they look to Byram Brown in 2025 to help lead this team to that next step where this program is trying to go. He is named to the Walter Camp preseason watch list. As you heard from Coach, fully healthy. And so last year played in just 5 games before the injury took place. And he comes into this year trying to rival what he did probably in 2023, where he and Jaden Daniels, who ended up being one of the top picks and the Heisman Trophy winner, those two put up 3,000 passing yards and over 800 rush yards. That's what he is capable of doing, if not more. I mean, he is bulked up. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. He looks the part every bit. So he is full go, feeling 100% healthy in this fall camp, and says the frustration of last year, it's actually helped him to become a better quarterback here in year number 4.
Not being able to play and being on the sideline just helps you see things from a different point of view. I was up in the box a couple times, and just seeing it from a coach's point of view is crazy to see, and then you fully understand what it is that they're seeing and what they want you to see while you're out on the field. So bringing that to practice every single day, and then the off season has been tremendous for me, learning coverages, learning our plays inside and out. So I'm extremely grateful for it.
Some of the weapons have changed offensively for you in terms of pass catchers. What do you like about this group, and who's kind of popping already?
Man, we got ballers all across the field. You got Chaz, you got Keyshawn from last year, you got Moodia, then you got then you got the tight ends. Everybody's been playing really well, playing a really high level of football, and they're getting it as well. Like, they're learning, they're seeing what we see, we're seeing what they see, and we're on the same page. I feel like from ones and twos, like everybody is on the same exact page.
You guys have one of the first games of the college football slate, and you start the season with a bang. And I know that in years past, you've had Bama the last 2 years, you've had Miami in there last year as well. What have playing against those power conference teams early in the season kind of how's it helped you? Is it going to give you some experience, kind of what to expect this year?
For sure, we're eager and excited. We know what to expect, but then again, it just comes down to playing our brand of football. We're going to be fast, we're going to be physical, and we're going to focus on the little details that help you win games in the end.
I'm sure you got big goals for this year. How does this season end if it goes according to Byron Brown?
The season ends with the conference championship and 12-team playoff and win the Natty. I mean, that's the goal of everyone playing college football at the moment. So that's our goal, but we're going to take it one game at a time and one day at a time.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate you.
Let's take a look at the numbers, and this is Byron Brown's 2024 season. Of course, it was cut short due to injury, but just 836 passing yards and 269 yards on 68 carries, 3 touchdowns. Again, you can stretch that out, extrapolate what could have been, but in 2025, he's going to try to make that a reality, and you can see in that video, I mean, he is healthy, he's ready to go, and he's packed on some muscle as well. So offensively, strong, good to go, Byron Brown at the helm. Defensively, they bring back some veterans, and this is key for this team. They got guys like Jalen Schuler, Mac Harris, Taven Ward, Deshaun Rucker. There are guys on this defense that have veteran experience that they feel is going to help Todd Orlando's bunch be a little bit better than they were last year. And if both of these things can be in tandem, an improved defense, Byron Brown leading that offense, man, big things could be coming for this team. You talk about big things, man, it's hard to look past what's going on campus, because right beyond the practice field where they were out there today is all the construction that is being taking place right now, and they are looking ahead to 2027. We've seen the renderings of the on-campus stadium, a $350 million state-of-the-art stadium with football operations center in there that is going to be the envy of the nation. And I wanted to get the guys' perspective, because they see this as they're out on the practice field every day, and it's a little bit of motivation. And for a guy like Byron Brown, he helps lay the foundation for what is possible. This has been a long-held dream for Bull alums, and they have been wanting to see this. He's part of the generation that is making this a reality, and pretty cool to see take place every day at work, those construction crews hard at work.
Gives you goosebumps. I think as we've had former players come back here and kind of peeking over the fence, gives you goosebumps to know we're 2 years away from playing right here on campus, which will be incredible. It'll be awesome to get alums, not just football alums, but alums of this university, this community, give them a place to gather on Saturdays like college football should be.
It's going to be truly special. We're technically being a part of history in a way, building that foundation, which is what's going on right now. They're building that foundation like we're doing on the field. So just knowing that in the back of your mind, and then when people come in, like freshmen come in, they'll see what we've done in the past, and then they'll continue to do it and just get better and better and better.
Beautiful pictures about what is to come, and it will be here soon enough. I'm joined by interim athletic director Jay Stroman, and we can kind of see some of the construction going on behind us. And it has kind of, we all day long, you had construction moving, every crew's doing their thing. Give us an update as to where progress is with this on-campus stadium.
Well, right on beat. They're supposed to be ready fall of 27 for our first game against Louisville. We're excited. We see construction from morning till noon till night. They're doing a great job for us, so we're excited that they're on track.
We see the images, and we just popped them up there, of what the stadium is going to look like. But maybe one of the things that we don't talk as much about is the operations center and the football facility and the state-of-the-art amenities that are going to be included as part of this stadium.
Yeah, really excited about it. We went all across the country, Georgia, Texas, West Virginia, and some other places, to see all the unique features in those football operations buildings, and we think we took the best pieces of those and brought it back here to South Florida. And when this opens up, it'll be the best football operations building in the country.
How do you think it's going to change the on-campus life?
I think for our student athletes, our football players, they're going to get state-of-the-art recovery situations. They're going to have a great locker room, access to a huge weight room. And so I think they're going to be excited when they see exactly what's going to be in there.
Have you had a chance to hear from alumni? I know this has long been a dream, and now it is becoming a reality, of what former Bulls think about what's going on campus these days?
Yeah, I think everybody, the excitement level is off the meter. I don't go anywhere in the country where people don't bring it up first and foremost. The excitement level, they're always, when can we be there? They think it's going to be here next year. It's actually a little less than 2 years away, but the excitement level's off the charts for Bulls Nation.
We got these poles in the ground. When does the concrete get poured?
Pretty soon. I think I ask that question every day, but you can see it's coming up vertically out of the ground. There's a lot of dirt being moved, and so we're on time, we're on budget, and we're excited about what this is going to mean for the university.
Good stuff. We're all excited. Jay Stroman, Interim Athletic Director for your Bulls.
Yeah, they have come a long way, and they are more than moving dirt. I mean, we were out here a few weeks back, and they had just kind of cleared the debris, cleared the brush, and now they have actual structure in the ground. So they are moving things along, and it's going to be fun to see this whole thing kind of come into actual reality. Meanwhile, what is also being built is the season ahead, and the construction of this schedule is, boy, I tell you what, they are not pulling any punches with the opponents the first 3 games of the season. They have 3 top 25 preseason ranked opponents. Boise State right out of the gates, that one at home, and that was going to be one of your first football games of the college football season, a Thursday night tilt. And then it's on the road. They kind of do a little mini caravan. They're going to be heading up to Gainesville, where they take on the Gators, a rising Gators squad, and then again on the road as they head down to Coral Gables to visit Mario Cristobal and those Miami Hurricanes, a team that is 10th ranked in the preseason poll. And then they have an FCS opponent, a team that is actually pretty good in FCS. They finished, I believe, with 8 straight wins last year, and that would be South Carolina State. Then they jump into American Conference play. You have Charlotte in there, at North Texas, FAU, at Memphis, UTSA, a Navy team on the road that's a tough squad, at UAB, and then they finish up against Rice. Perhaps a revenge game for this Bulls team. So how's it all going to shake out? You know, I look at this, and even if you say those top 3 games, they don't pick up the victory, I still think that there is a case to be made that this team, schedule-wise, record-wise, could be better than last year. You know, I could see them, even if they drop the first 3, going on a 4-game win streak, and then now you got a winning record, moving into the heart of your conference action. You know, Memphis is going to be a tough opponent, as is UTSA and Navy. Those are the 3 toss-up games I have in there. But I look at this team, I'm saying 8, potentially 9 wins, even if they struggle in the first. But look out, that Boise State one could be tricky at home. It's going to be an adjustment for Boise State coming in here and playing in that heat. But wanted to talk to the head coach about it, right? Because they've scheduled now Alabama and Miami in the last couple of seasons, so they are now familiar with taking on those power conference teams.
What's awesome about playing a top 25 team week 1 is going back to January, man, you want to take a day off? You want to relax for a minute? The one thing you know is Boise, from a culture standpoint, from what they've done for years now, those guys work, and it's going to be a physical and violent football game. And then you go to Florida, you go to Miami. What our guys have shown over the last couple of years is they'll play anybody at any point, and we'll play harder than anybody in the country. It's the ability to execute and finish in the fourth quarter that we've come up short. I think anybody that's a competitor, that's what you want to do. You want to play the best teams in the country, and you want to go compete with the best teams in the country and see where you fall at the end of it.
One of the cool things that USF is doing this year, they have started a new tradition, and that is in the honor of Leroy Selman, former athletic director, of course, NFL Hall of Famer, and a Buccaneer great. They have actually picked a defensive lineman that they're going to honor each year to wear the number 63. That was Leroy Selman's number. And the standard is high, right? So there's all these intangibles that this player needs to embody. They have to be engaged in the community, the service, as well as have athletic achievement too. And they have found that in a Texas A&M transfer defensive tackle, Josh Seliskar. So integrity, leadership, athletic achievement, academic excellence, service to others. Josh checks all those boxes. He is a child of Haitian-born parents that have taught him hard work. He's also a husband and a young father. Alex Golish coached him at UCF, in fact, and their paths crossed there. But Josh, high character guy, says he's honored. Doesn't really care what number he wears, but knowing the history now to what number 63 means to this community, he is honored to wear it. So he's another one to watch in this upcoming season as he looks to not only wear that number proudly, but help this defense and help this team take the next step. So what is the next step for us? Well, we are on our way to Tallahassee. So we still have 3 hours and 26 minutes to go, give or take maybe a stop here or there along the way. But we're going to visit with Mike Norvell and the FSU Seminoles. They are looking to bounce back in a big way in 2025. And we round out the College Caravan Friday in Gainesville at the Swamp, where we catch up with Billy Napier and company. As we look outside the front dash of this here Caravan, let's give you a view. How about this? We got a little semi in front of us. What's behind us? Not a lot of cars. We are driving the speed limit. I can vouch for that. It has been a lot of fun on this Caravan so far, and we are about halfway through. And we're going to carry this thing on as we round it out. We still have 200 miles to go before we reach Tally. Thank you for checking in on the College Caravan. We'll see you back here tomorrow.